for the past couple of days of learning, and she really wants to join Mentor 7, but she doesn't have a clear mental image about learning Mentor 7 because she haven't learned enough, and she kind of lose track of the learning. What is this? Oh, so teacher said don't register, and that it will get rid of the problems. no, no need to worry about the register process, the application process of the Mentor 7. If that troubling him too much, then he can just put it away for sometimes. And the learner said he found that he himself that he kind of learned in a really slow pace, and that worries him because he wants to join Mentor 7. And teacher said there is a saying: if you find that it's impossible, then you have to want it, or you have to have desire. If you find something impossible, then you need to have desire about it.
Xin chào cả nhà.
Yeah,
Mình đang lái xe nhé. Xin chào mọi người nha. Mình đang lái xe nên không quay màn hình nha.
Okay.
Đường đồng hành với mọi người.
Yeah. Teacher couldn't solve the problem for him. Mr. Long said he find himself learning at a slow pace because when he learned, he will have his own recording. After finish studying, he needs to listen to the recording again so that he can start his writing down. And some of his friends advised him if he couldn't writing with the pace of the classes, he can copy the writing and copy the letters from other lecturers' notes from other classmates. But he found that if he copying that one, it's just copying the letters. He doesn't receive the values of the knowledge. So he decided to re-listen to the lecture and write note down again by himself. And by doing that, he afraid that he couldn't catch up with the classes. And teacher asked, so in the end, do you have desire to join Mentor 7? Do you have it? And he said, yes, he had. So and the teacher said, if he has the desire, then he just studied with more careful and with more passion. Okay. And that will get rid of the problems of him. And for Mentor 7, it's not that if we register, we have the chance to study. No, but because if the student still has a lot of barriers, a lot of cocoons surrounding him, then he couldn't start the journey of becoming a mentor. So if someone hold on to their opinions, people say he's stubborn. Or in other aspect, if they look at the other aspect of that guy, they will find that guy that he has his own opinion, that he embraced his own opinion. It's not a problem. It's not stubbornness. So the thing is, Mr. Vân Long, he has problem about he has image of him studying really slow, and then the teacher is guiding him to change that image. To use the the inner being language is a new language. It's the same with English or Chinese. And if we listen into it for the first time, we couldn't understand it straight away. Basically, it's like we're learning Vietnamese again. Some people, they're listening to these classes, they couldn't understand it at the first place. They need to listen to it all over again and again so that they can comprehend the knowledge. So not only this student, but other students who are doctors, who are masters, who have degrees in the outside world, they still struggling to understand, to comprehend the knowledge. And if someone that lack of their self-belief, lack of belief in something, then if he join an organization, then it tends to destroy the organization from within. So basically, this courses, it's like we're learning a new language from the beginning. So it's okay for us to not understanding, not comprehend the knowledge at the first place. But our problem, our job is to change the knowledge. Change the image. Yes, so that we can have, we can enhance our belief. So he listening to this knowledge 3 years ago, and then now the next 3 years. So after 3 years, he started to study this knowledge again. And teacher said, "Oh, everyone is the same, no matter who you are, no matter who you are, no matter what is your background is. We all learning from the beginning. We all learning from the start again." And now let's move on to Mr. Thntktav. Oh, Mrs. Thntktav. She's teaching the appreciation to the teacher in the classes, and appreciation for the knowledge. And it's the first time ever that she received any definition about time. And she realized that she had the awareness that the time is not fixed. And then from there, she comprehend that for time, before, she always think that why the day is so long, and then it make her worried about a lot of things, and a lot of things to be clarified. And now she realized that time is not fixed, but it's decided by your inner being vibrational frequency. And if you have a high inner being vibrational frequency, then you have a good day. You have desired outcomes in your life. And when she realized that, like it's really fast, like a wind sometimes. For her, the learning is easy to enjoy. The time is going through really fast for her, really fast, but she received a lot of values and knowledge, and she really enjoyed it. And she realized that she was living in the environment that has a really high inner being vibrational frequency. She's been studying through a lot of school, reading a lot of books, but she hasn't come across this knowledge anywhere. And the thing is to change the way that she speaks. So someone speaks, it's really hard. And by changing the awareness, the definition about time, the student find herself really, really happy, because her time now, a day, it coming through, it's really enjoyable. really peaceful. And then there are even times that she studied, but she forgot to eat because she's so focusing on, she's so enjoying the learning. And she's really appreciate for the teacher for his offering inside for the students and the dedication of the students for the classes. And when from the moment she learned, she found that teacher has a supernatural power, and he had the ability to to change the world. And teacher said he didn't wear the underwear from the outside, but he wear the underwear from the inside. So he's not he's not Superman. He doesn't have superpower. And the student doesn't have any word to describe the dedication of the teacher to help the student to comprehend the knowledge and to transform. So that is the thing that she's mostly grateful about. Anh chị em nhìn đẹp quá. Yeah, rồi. Yes, and that's it for Miss Tuệ Thành sharing. Now we move on to Miss Huỳnh Trần for her to share the lesson, the new lessons that's applicable and give her enlightenment. Oh, and appreciate for calling her name. And on the fourth day, Miss Huỳnh Trần has a chance to have a conversations with the teacher, and she received the insight from the teacher, and it's helped her to solve multiple problems of her. Yeah. And she think that the teachers is Thntktav coming and to help her, because from the fourth day until now, her mood, her mental state is really good. She's in a good mood, and the image of her about her father is completely changed. And there are multiple good things, multiple desired outcomes that comes to her life. And she lightened the great image about her father in her mind, which changed her reality about her with her father. Before, she listened to a lot of knowledge, and but it doesn't help her a lot. It doesn't help at all. For her to change the image of her about her father, change the way that she interacting with her father. And yeah, by learning in this mythology, then she realized a lot of. She realized that her father is actually a good man, and really caring and really heartwarming. Not as she thinks it is. He is as before, and it's changed her life a lot, and she's really grateful for that. Except my wife, all the girls said that I have smelly armpits. So, the teacher advised the student not to uppertell that he is Thntktav. Otherwise, people will coming for his meat, not for the knowledge. Uh, and when learning about the human nature, then she really realized that there are multiple personalities of us. It is causing a lot of problems to our life. And the phrase "ngộ không" or "wukong" in English is for you to realize about nothing or the emptiness. When you realize about emptiness, then it's called "ngộ không." And the student said that okay, when she realized that there are emptiness, then she's so happy and she start acting like Tôn Ngộ Không. She's like a monkey and jumping around and and she enjoying her life. Yeah, and she realized a lot of things about life. She had a lot of enlightenment when learning and when she realized the emptiness. Vô tịnh. Ngộ tịnh là tịnh là realize the tranquility, isn't it? I don't have the right word for that though. Tranquility is the word I use for thanh tịnh. Uh-huh. Okay, really appreciate for Miss Hui for her sharing. Oh, and the imagination of people is so great, right? People, they live with their imagination. Oh, and now we move to Miss Thảo. She is sharing her appreciation and gratitude to the organization, the teacher, and our classmates, and for the family to establish the condition for her to study, and her human connector leading her, tell her about the classes. When her human connector introduced her about the WIT organization, she wasn't ready, but every day she not telling, but she telling about the values, not telling about the class no more, but about the values and about the goal of our organizations is to support the children. And then her human connector sends her the playlist of all of the K24 classes sections, and then she starts to learn from there. The knowledge is really precious for her because she has questions that there are things in the bodies, like in our human natures, like the anger. Sometimes we have enough awareness to deal with that. But after learning, she realized that if we understand that everything is from us, everything is coming from us, then the way that we interacting, the values the teacher sent providing to the classes is really it's massive, it's enormous, and the dream, the goal of our organization about with home, about the library, about everything for the kids is to grow to be ultimate maturity, to grow to the ultimate maturity. Then if the kids is training and receiving this knowledge when they are young and then they're still kids, then they will develop in a really good way, and our country will become a really wealthy country, actually. Yeah. She's really want to study the Mentor 7 courses, and nhà giáo dục gia đình. family educator courses as well. Although it was I could tell to be kind of harsh, a lot of programs and courses to study, a lot of lectures to study, in a lot of skills to study. But because of her admiring the work of the teachers, it doesn't is not a problem at all, and she really wants that courses to so that one day she can spreading the values of Wixology to the world. What a loving students, right? Yeah, and teacher said, keep working, hard working, keep working, keep going forward. I think it's a better phrase. And now we go to Mr. Tong, and he appreciating his the teachers and his human connector as well. His human connector is in Mentor 6, and he appreciated the teacher for giving him a chance to sharing his lessons in front of a teacher that he really appreciated. And he found himself really lucky. He's really blessing for receiving this opportunity. And he wants to share about the source of life, formula of the course of life, the root cause of life. He has a story about that. There's a forest chicken egg fall down from the nest, and then other chicken raise him, and other wild chicken raise him, and then that chicken, although he raised by the chicken, so basically he eating like a chicken, and he living like chicken. But one day, it's not không phải con gà rừng cả nhà, nó là đại bàng. It's an eagle. Okay, that make more sense now. That eagle living with the chicken, acting like a chicken, think he's a chicken. But one day he looking to the sky. That eagle said, "Oh, can we fly? Can I fly?" And the chicken said, "No, you are a chicken. You cannot fly. Don't dream nonsense." Although the eagle really want that dream and he sharing that dream, the chickens doesn't agree with him, and it made the eagles believe that it's a chicken as well. And then the eagle living the life of a chicken, and even until based on that story and the formula of the root cause of life, he have a questions that are we that eagle living with the chicken, that we not using all of our potential, and then we just hiding our dreams, and we don't want to share our desire because we really afraid of people criticism, people judgment, and it stops us from getting to what we wanted, to creating values for the families and the societies. So through the story, Mr. Tong has his own thinking. Is that as a human, we shouldn't forget our true nature, not just like the eagle. And he found he is really blessed because he born as a human, and he also had thoughts that what if our potential is much more, but we're not using all of it. And when he learned about the merit and blessing from Mr. Teacher Chi, he really he reading in the Buddhism, and it said that if we are born as a human, then it's really a blessing, and it takes hundreds of years to Okay. Sorry, I lose track of this sharing now. Okay. It's really hard to become human. So if you have a chance to live as a human, to have a human body, it is a blessing. That's basically what he's sharing. And although he said he has a question that before it's like, oh, when he got to Saigon or big cities, he saw a lot of people. So that is what, and he wondering like why although it's hard to become human, but I still see a lot of people. And then he has his own enlightenment is that if take into account of all the creatures like ants, there are billions and billions of them. So as a human, so if you're comparing the number of humans with other creatures, then other creatures is so much more than the number of the population of humanity. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. So through the story of the ego and the story of Buddhism, of the Buddha, it's a blessing to be reincarnate, re, 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 reincarnate, yeah, as a human. And we have a chance to study the knowledge, to meet our teachers, and the classmate is a blessing. And he really grateful for this opportunity to be studied, because he doesn't know whenever he will get the chance to be reincarnated as a human again. So he really grateful for this condition. That is a really good awareness, right, guys? And he really wants to join into 7 as well. That's really great. Yeah. Mới học nhưng mà tri thức của chủ quan ngon quá. And he has a really clear image, great image about the organizations that the teachers and all the teachers would make Vietnam becoming a capital of education of the world. And yeah, really appreciate teachers. And teachers compliment him about his microphone. Oh, that mic is for whistle blowing. Is it? Yeah. Oh, and now he will perform. Sour. Oh, it's the flute. I'm sorry, not whistle, the flute. Yeah, the flute. Better word.
Xin một cách một.
Yeah. Okay. The total karma doesn't want us to listen to the flute today. Oh. Okay, now we. Okay. Just have a minute to increase the sound of our.
Bỏ đâu có nó cái thông cảm nha, ai biết nghe gì đâu thì cứ xin hỏi đi chứ thông cảm gì.
Miss May, could you, yeah, sis, could you help me to? The mic is echoing. Appreciate, yeah. Yeah, but somehow we couldn't listen to any sounds.
You got it? You got the flute?
Pardon? Can you repeat that?
Listen to the flute, yes?
No, couldn't hear.
No? Oh, so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be a total karma. Some people come and say that we don't need to listen to the sounds, just embrace the meditation. The state of mind is great too. Because the way he performing, look at that, it's so passionate. And I don't know, but I think, yeah, when we playing the flute, it is kind of hard. You're taking a lot of lung air to to blow it.
Cái bình thường. Lòng lòng con lòng mình có làm.
This one offline, or no, there's an offline, but it's adjusting something. Thanks, Mr. Yes, he playing really well, really passionate. But unfortunately, we couldn't listen to the sound. But it's okay.
Cái đầu đây nè.
Oh, so the first zoom, the primary zoom, is listening to it normally. Ah, it's just the supplementary zoom is having problem. He said that he hasn't practiced for days, so from today he will practicing playing the flute again. Okay. It's 7:52. So probably we will listening to some music, and whoever raised hand, oh, must be someone that want to sing some Vietnamese folk music.
Có hát nữa cho thầy. Dạ.
Thầy rồi, thầy mới cho hát hả?
Dạ. Hát đi cũng được á thầy.
She's a great singer, guys. She sing really nice.
Em cũng cảm động. Trước đây là em trước khi mà
Oh, and because of the story of Mr. Long, she really it's really warming for her. It's overwhelmed.
Em vẫn cảm động.
She's really happy.
Mentor 3 đó là thầy có tặng cho mỗi người gọi là cái mật mã mentor đó. Thì cái thời điểm đó thì một hai người hát đó thì bắt đầu là em có quay lại
He gave a teacher gave students a code for mentor.
Của chị Thảo của mentor 3.
From there, she together with teacher Thống.
Em rút cái mật mã thì trong đó cái mật mã đó là mật mã số 5. Tức là giống như là cái mà mình sẽ phải trong tương lai đó. Đó là 5 cái điều là
And the code is 5.
Biết ơn, khiêm tốn,
5 things.
kiên trì, học tập, kiên trì, cống hiến gánh vác, trân trọng, biết ơn, khiêm tốn là 5 cái điều đó. Em rút được cái đó và khi đó là em khóc rất là nhiều.
Kiên trì là humble, hardworking.
Từ cái đó
là gratitude and appreciation, khiêm tốn là humble. I'm missing one.
Truyền đến mentor của mình. Và hôm nay em xin hát cái bài đó và một cái bài đó và một cái bài nữa đó là bài bông hoa quýt Hoài Thương. Thì ở đây chắc cũng có nhiều ní là biết đến bạn Hoài Thương và bạn hiện tại là bạn đã có
Oh, and she will sing the song about Hoài Thương.
Khuyết tật vừa không nói được mà vừa cũng không đi được luôn.
Really talent.
Nội tâm của thầy từ
mentor about our organization.
Sau đó là em không nhớ rõ là bao nhiêu ca, nhưng mà bạn bắt đầu nói được, bạn xin thầy bạn nói được và bạn có khao khát là
before she had disability, not only like overall but yes, as well in her voice too. But after she started learning about inner being from K11, but after a period of learning, she improved her condition a lot. Now she can speak. Now she can
có ý định học mentor rồi thì sẽ nhận thấy là cái giống như là cái sứ mệnh của mình nó rõ ràng hơn.
So when we study the mentor, we will realize our sứ mệnh, clarify our sứ mệnh better.
Thì em tin rằng là cái lý sẽ có cái động lực và cái hình ảnh rõ hơn.
Yeah, our mission. I'm sorry.
Dạ, em xin được hát ạ.
Alright, and now she started singing.
Mà khi cất to là kỳ ai thì cũng thấy vui, ai cũng thấy đôi thời một đời an vui. Tôi quyết tâm theo học sen này.
So she messed up the lyrics, so she would like to sing again.
We have chocolate in that little cup. That's okay.
Lý do tại sao Đức Phật ngồi thiền là vì ông tuân theo cái quy luật vật lý. Anh muốn dạy cái đạo này, đạo giải thoát là anh phải ngồi anh tu, người ta chứng minh anh đã tu anh thành Phật. Chứ còn anh tự nhiên nó tu vỗ ngực tôi thành Phật ai tin. Đó cái nguyên tắc. Còn cái nguyên tắc thứ hai đó, anh muốn giải thoát thì phải tìm được cái công thức của nó. Giống như một anh kỹ sư điện á, anh phải hiểu cái công thức quấn dynamo như thế nào, chứ anh mà không biết quấn dynamo đó tôi là kỹ sư điện rồi biểu cho phát điện là ông không biết rồi sao. Đó là tại lý do vậy mà trong cái quyển sách Trắng Thiền Tông á thì có nói khác, là cái nói là về cuộc đời của Đức Phật Thích Ca, nó đi theo cái tuần tự mấy tỷ năm, gần 8 tỷ năm ở trên trái đất này, chứ không phải là có 50.000 năm đâu. Đó, nói cho biết. Còn cái câu thứ hai, Tiền Tông ra đời phá Tà Tông, cái câu này nó nằm ở trong kinh Pháp Bảo Đàn đó. Lục Tổ có nói câu này nè: khi nào mà Thiền Tông thuyết được thông, Thiền Tông được thông, thì tất cả các tông tà bị phá biệt. Vậy là tông tà là tông nào? Là những người nào tu theo đạo Phật mà làm sai cái quy luật này, không đúng sự thật, đó là tà tông. Nên nhớ nè, thì Đức Phật có dạy một câu này: ngoài ta tìm Phật là tông tà. Ông có nói vậy thôi, ông có đơn giản đó. Thì mình suy ra mình mới biết nếu anh mà tu anh dụng công anh làm kiểu này kia đó là hoàn toàn đi tông tà hết. Thì trả lời cho Phật tử như vậy, có thắc mắc gì cứ hỏi tiếp.
Dạ, con xin cảm ơn vị chủ ạ.
Và vậy tiếp theo ạ.
Xin mời chú lớn tuổi trước nha. Ưu tiên chú lớn tuổi trước đi.
Dạ xin chào vị chủ và quý vị quan khách. Tôi tên là Hồ Văn Hảo, 58 tuổi, ở Bến Lức, Long An. Và xin hỏi vị chủ một câu. Xin vị chủ giải thích rõ quy luật luân hồi nơi trái đất này và nơi tam giới ra sao. Xin cảm ơn.
Quy luật luân hồi trên trái đất thì trái đất nó luân chuyển được là nhờ điện từ âm dương cuốn hút và kéo đi, nó mới luân chuyển được. Mà Đức Phật gọi là luân hồi. Chứ luân là nó là chuyển, hồi là trở lại chỗ cũ, thì Đức Phật gọi ghép hai danh từ này là luân hồi. Thì chứng minh rằng trái đất đầu tiên ở điểm A mà đi một vòng 365 ngày cũng trở về điểm A, đó là luân hồi. Con người sống trên trái đất này không cách nào thoát ra được quy luật này. Vì vậy mà con người phải sanh già bệnh chết, cây cỏ hoa lá muôn thú cũng đi theo cái thành tựu hoại diệt này, không cách nào thoát ra được. Mà Đức Phật muốn thoát cái này là anh phải tìm được cái công thức của nó. Đây là mà chỉ có Thiền Tông mới dạy được cái công thức này. Còn nếu ngoài Thiền Tông bảo đảm là không có cái pháp nào mà dạy ra cái quy luật luân hồi này được. Thì trả lời ngắn gọn cho anh có hiểu không? Không hiểu thì hỏi tiếp.
Dạ hiểu ạ, xin cảm ơn vị chủ.
Xin mời vị tiếp theo ạ.
Thưa ban quản trị chùa Thiền Tông Tân Diệu và thưa vị chủ tôi là Nguyễn Văn Tùng, 231/115 đường Dương Bá Nhạc, phường 1, quận 8 Tôi là Phật tử ở chùa Việt Nam Quốc Tự, đường 3 tháng 2, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Hôm nay tôi tới đây biết được chùa Thiền Tông Tân Diệu có buổi giải đáp thắc mắc các câu hỏi. Tôi xin được phép hỏi 2 câu Tại sao Đức Phật không dạy pháp môn Thiền Tông trong các kinh điển phổ thông mà phải nhờ các vị tổ truyền cho nhau? Và trả lời cho con câu hỏi.
The principle of the unconscious mind, the functioning of the unconscious mind principle. I could think of that word. In our unconscious mind, it contains a lot of information, and whoever can activate the total cosmic intellectual, then he can activate his knowledge. Okay. But today we are not learning about how to activate our unconscious mind, but we comprehend the functioning our humanity life as we desire. Before we dive deep into this principle, first we will get to the first definition, which is Thntktav. Thntktav is cultivate, isn't it? I use the word cultivate for Thntktav. Please write on the note for me, please. Is Thntktav or cultivate or learning, or yeah, I think cultivate is a good word. This teachers will repeating multiple times this phrase so that the student can get acquainted to this phrase of definition in about the inner being. The first phrase is cultivate. This phrase we will use a lot in the future. Cultivate. If you have better word for cultivate, then please operate. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Miss AJ. Yes. Operating. Yeah, operating is a good word. And the science has proved that everything we hear and see, they are all stored in our brain. Science has proved that whatever we hear, whatever we see in a day, okay, whatever we know or we don't, we still store it in our mind. So the phrase accumulate, so we decide to use accumulate. We hear through our hearing, through whatever we see or we say, and we know. Yep. When we see, hear, say, know, through the human nature and human emotion of us, through the human nature and the human emotion, then it will be stored in our mind, in our unconscious mind. Oh, subconscious. Sorry, unconscious. Subconscious. Thank you, Miss. Okay. Through the accumulate of hear, see, say, know. Through the layer of human nature and human emotion, then it will be stored in our subconscious mind and create the seed in our subconscious mind. And in our subconscious mind, we have three types of seed. Or if we put it in another way, is in this garden there are three types of seed. There are plants that still a seed. There are plants that is growing, and there are plants that already gave the fruits. Yeah. There are seeds that still seed. There are seeds that has become trees, and there are seeds that has become tree and provides us with the fruit already. So So there are 3 types. Okay, these 3 types of trees has names. The first one names is intellectual, and there are other trees names condition. We always think that we always believe that there are a lot of information storing in our subconscious mind, but actually there are just 3 types of seeds in our mind, which is containing the intellectual, the condition, and the outcomes, or the results, or the effects. So there are just 3 types of seed. The total of our total seed of our intellectual throughout our life, multiple lives, is calling the total cosmic intellectual. And for the condition, if they are the total condition that we experience through our life, it's called the total condition, the total karmic conditions. And the result of our life, the total result of our life throughout several and multiple lives is called the total karmic outcomes or results. Knowledge? Okay. There are seeds that has provided us with the fruit, but there's only the fruit. There are some seeds that just give us the tree. There are knowledge that we only know recently, but there are certain conditions that we have met before, and there are certain conditions that we never met, we never come across. There are certain outcomes that we have in life that we have experienced, but there are some outcomes that we haven't experienced ever. There are the trees. All of these different seeds. It has its own cause, condition, and effects. In our subconscious mind, there are knowledge, condition, and outcome. And for different type of seed, then it has its own different cause, the cause, condition, and effects. Have you caught up to this part yet? When we accumulate through the emotion and the human nature of a person, then it's called the state of accumulate. So through accumulation, then the information, it will be stored in our subconscious mind. Through the several lives of us before, numerous lives before, we had already stored a lot of knowledge seed in our subconscious mind, a lot of conditioned seed in our subconscious mind, and a lot of outcome seed in our subconscious mind. The total number of our conditioned seed is called the total karmic condition. It's all of the human interaction of us from from lives and lives before. The total outcome of our life from several and several lives before. It's called the total karmic outcome. So it all already stored in our subconscious mind, and in some particular point of time, it will give us the outcome. All things already has its own seed, and then when it met the right condition, the seed will grow and give us the fruit or the outcomes. Have you guys comprehend this part yet? Yes. When we hear, see, say, and know through the emotion and human nature, according to you, at that point of time, our mental state or our inner being state has it caught up with the electromagnetic field? Sóng sáng điện tử already had electromagnetic, or had a negative or positive energy. There are cases that when we hear, say, see, say, know through the emotion, human nature, it could have the negative. It could have the negative energy, and sometimes it could have the positive energy when we accumulate an information. So in the process of accumulation, our mental state, our inner being state is the yin, the negative side. Then we will accumulate in the negative way, and vice versa, the other way around. So when we mention something, we have a negative mental state, then meanings that in the past we already have experienced that information, and then we had the negative energy. So today, when we're mentioning about it again, we still have the negative energy coming with it. So on the cause and effect side of this, is it true that this will give us the undesired effect or undesired outcomes? But if we accumulate the hear, see, say, know through the emotion or human nature in a positive way, with the positive energy, then our life, whenever we're mentioning something, we have positive mental state, then the outcome will be desired. Have you comprehend to this point? So whenever we met someone, and eventually our inner being state is negative, what does it mean? What does it prove? It proves that our accumulation process in the past that had already contained the negative electromagnetic field energy, negative energy. But whenever we met someone with positive, when we met someone, we have positive mood, we have positive state of mind, meaning that in the past we have accumulated positive information about that person. Yeah. So whenever we're mentioning something, our inner state is in the negative side, we straight away understand that we lack of merit, lack of blessing about that. When we're mentioning about something and we have negative energy, we have then we understand straight away that we lack of blessing about that topic, about that person, about that thing, about that subject. But whenever we're mentioning about something and we have a positive mental state about it, then we understand that we have merit. We have blessing about that something. So, according to cause and effect, do you think that it's already planned? It's already planned out? Yeah. Once again, if we look at the cause and effect side of it, so is all thing already planned? Yes, it's already planned. It's already put it into place before. Because in this garden, there are a guy named Will, and he's the owner of the garden. Should we use the? I think Will is the word, right? Not B, right? Yeah. And the bees. Mr. B is really good, really great. He has super memory. Whatever experience in the negative, whatever experience with the negative energy, he will keep on nurture it with the negative energy, and through times, yeah. What, for example, there's a seed that someone planted into our subconscious mind, and it's negative. Then in the future, whenever mentioning about that person, the Mr. B will come and fertilize and nurture the tree with the negative energy, and days by days, the way that Mr. B taking care of the tree, if it's in the negative way, okay, if we accumulate in the negative way, then he will take care of the tree in the negative way. But we accumulate in a positive way, then he will taking care of the tree in a positive way. So it depends on our accumulation process that will determine the way that he will taking care of the tree, and it will stimulate the tree to grow in the way that we accumulate. The owner of this garden, his name is B, Mr. B. Alright guys, there are people ask, this B is the B here, B say B here, no, yeah, or he is Will. Okay. Who is he is depend on us to decide. We know the way to be friends with him, and we can tell him this tree before it's because of me that I accumulate in the wrong state of mind. So please stop taking care of that negative tree. You just know it as it is, and stop the taking care. Stop nurturing that tree. Yeah. Then it will stop the cause and effects of that tree right there. But normally, whatever tree he saw, whatever accumulation process we have, he will taking care of that tree accordingly. Do you guys understand this? So whatever already happened in the past, if we consider it's already happened and we couldn't change it, but if we are aware that everything that's experienced is already experienced, and it's because that at that point we experience that in a negative way today, that the effect of that cause is undesired outcomes in our life. But so what we can do, we can change our experience state of our mind about events that we experienced in the past. We are changing the cause and effects of our lives. We couldn't change the past, we couldn't change the time, but we could change our state of mind when we experience that. So Mr. B has a really special ability. He has a state. He had a status that being balanced. He can taking care of the tree in a balanced way, and that tree will give the undesired and not no desire and no undesired. No or not no. Yeah, it's undesired. No undesired and no desire. Yeah. Okay. No desired outcome and no undesired outcome. Yeah. And then the seed eventually it will grow into trees. Now we put into practical example in our lives so that we can comprehend. We don't change the events in the past. We don't change the event. The event is already happened. It still happened, and nothing changed. But we change the state of our mind when we experience that event. Then, according to you guys, has the cause and effect changed? More specific, teacher with Mr. Thntktav has already lived with each other when they are live with each other in the dormitory when they are in university. And then later on, due to some problems, the teacher is blamed for all of the proofs, but not really clear proofs, and all of the considerations, the skeptical. I mean everything. People just suspect him and thinking that he's the one that taking Mr. Tong money. No one sure that it's happened or not due to that one, and then through times the relationship is break, it's collapsing, and they're not getting along anymore. And then a couple years later, and Mr. Tong he found teacher Toang, and then they met again. They went for a coffee, and he told a story that he met an old friend of them in the old dormitory, and that old friend confessed that in the boundary between life and death, he decided to steal Mr. Tong's money, and accidentally he blamed he blamed it on teacher for taking the money. So according to you guys, if we maintain the state of mind of Mr. Tung, then according to the cause and condition, is it true that it is the undesirable, undesired condition, right? But the event. Okay, sorry. But when he changed his state of mind straight away when he received the truth, and in the aspect in the view of human interaction, the relationship between teacher Toàng and Mr. Tuấn is already changed right away, right? And if it's right away changed, then how is changed? Oh, and what is changed? And it's changed the karma. It's changed the cause and effect too. So basically, someone blamed someone for taking the money, and then the relationship collapsed. But years later, they found out that it wasn't that someone who took the money, but it was others. And what happened? Okay, and then later on, what happened? In every day, every moment, we experience every event at the present with the with the balance to the positive state of mind. Then can we predict our outcomes, guys? Can we? If according to the cause and effect in the future, if we experience every of the event of the present with the balance to the positive state of mind, can we predict our future? Can we predict what we are not yet experience? So currently we are experiencing with the balance to positive state of mind. Then we will receive our desired outcome. So when we mentioned about the past, we couldn't change the past, but we can change the state of mind when we experience the event. Right? Yeah. Yes, it is possible. So we are prepared to be transfer a formula the formula to accept all of the sufferings, but the nature of it is the formula of managing cause and effects in the human life. So please write down for me. Công thức vượt thoát mọi vấn đề. Or in other way is quản trị nhân quả nhân sinh, managing humanity, cause and effects. Công thức vượt thoát mọi vấn đề. The formula for escaping all sufferings. I don't know. Maybe teachers, please help me with with this phrase, okay? This formula is really, really special. If someone listening to this one and understand and comprehend this one, this life, they don't need to say no more. Congratulate you guys. Really congratulate you guys for officially changing your cause and effect, changing your karma really in a different way. We are saying that when undesired outcome comes, Our step 1 is no. Okay. All are sustainable and linear. Okay. Embrace. No dash embrace. So today, if someone study up to this point, can you prove that whenever undesired outcomes or desired outcomes, all of them comes from the seed that we planted in the past, right? Can you approve with that? We all accept that all of the undesired outcome coming to us is coming, all of them is coming from the seed that we planted in the past. Although there are things in life that we not even plant in this life, but we still having undesired outcomes. For instance, there are people telling teacher that all of their life never fool anyone, never trick anyone. Why they still receive the outcome of being scammed by other people, being tricked by other people? Meaning that that person cannot accept the nghiệp mệnh là gì cả nhà? The karma. They couldn't accept the nghiệp mệnh. Karma of fate. And yeah, the karma. Okay, they couldn't accept karma. But the definition of karma we have dived into in the previous section, and we are all agree with each other that our lives, our human lives, are manipulated by karma, and if we are aware of that, then we can have the awareness that all of the outcomes coming to this life of us is coming from the seed that we planted in the past. No matter if we have awareness of we are planting the seed or not, yes, and then we still it will still having undesired outcomes. It will still creating undesired outcome in our life. So in the term of karma, then we just know and we embrace. I think embrace is a better word for đón nhận, right? Accept is more chấp nhận. Okay, we embrace with the inner peace or serenity. So according to you guys, whenever cause and effect come, we know how to know and embrace with serenity. Has the cause and effect already end right at that moment? Has it stopped the cause and effect? And there is another secret that you need to comprehend, that the sage, they have offered insights that the karma doesn't repeat itself. I don't know a phrase that describes that good. Karma doesn't come around. Okay, nhân quả không hồi tóm. Karma doesn't repeat itself. Karma doesn't come around. So the meanings that are specific seed, it will give a specific outcomes, and when it gave the outcome, that's all. There are no seed that gave multiple outcomes. You understand? And if it's get the outcomes, then it's end. So if someone receives an equivalent outcomes, don't make mistake that the karma repeating itself. But it's because that in us we have the same seed that planted into in our garden. First, yeah, that is the first case. But the second case is it could because that of the fact that we doesn't know how to know and embrace. So the karma is repeating itself because it hasn't stopped. It never stopped. So it will come again. So if we want to stop the karma, stop the outcome, the cause and effect, we have the awareness that whenever the outcome comes, we know and we embrace it with serenity. And we just need to know it. Until now, we just need to have that awareness. And when we learn about serenity, we will understand, we will comprehend this knowledge more. So we embrace everything with serenity, not accepting, right? That's the question from a student. And the teacher said, yes, because if we accept it, we have negative state of inner being. When we accept, then we have negative inner being state. We know that it's karma. We know it's karma, so when it's come, we took it. If we say it like that, then it's kind of okay. So, okay, so whenever we accept something, no matter it's in a negative state or no matter like the way that we accept it, like the outcome comes and then we accept it, we took it, then it will make us somehow feel either inferiority or feeling a lot of self-importance, and that will not end the cause and effect of that karma right there. So basically we need to embrace it. So he will repeat it, this one. And he asked for the class permission that whenever he said something, please confirming about their awareness that had they comprehend the knowledge or not. Some student asked him to give example about how to embrace the information. So teacher said we already learned about how to embrace in the previous section, that we will embrace by our Buddha nature, and then distinguish, analyze with our human nature, and we will respond with our human emotion. That, yes, we already learned about that one. So if someone's still lacking of the definition, please listen to the previous lecture. But if you already listened to the lecture, but you cannot comprehend the knowledge, the teacher is willing to repeat as much as you want. Okay, he will repeat this one again. This is the formula to yeah. Do you expect that all of the sufferings in the humanity view that come to us and we all can overcoming it. Do you expecting that? Who really desire to overcome all the sufferings in life? Could you interact with the teacher? And have you have the formula to overcome all of the sufferings before learning this formula? Have you? No. So now the teachers is really willing to transfer the formula of how to overcome all the sufferings in life. And whoever wants to receive it, whoever had the desire to overcome the sufferings, then they just listen and do accordingly, doing it accordingly. Because for this formula, there are still a lot of definition, a lot of awareness to provide, to comprehend. So if someone learns to comprehend this formula for this point of time, you couldn't. So the Sheikhs have offering us with the insight how to change our cause and effect. So now we will receive it. We don't put the thinking much in this one. So whenever undesired outcome comes to us, the very first thing that we did is we know that effect is undesired, and today we receive it. The undesired outcome that today we receive is because in the past we have planted a specific kind of seed that caused the outcomes to come to our life. And if we have the definition about karma, then we know that we have accumulated through several of lives, through our hear, see, say, know, and through our human nature and emotion, planting a lot of seed and determine a lot of cause and effects in our life. So if in this in this very moment we receive the undesired outcomes, we know, and then we embrace it. When we know about the cause and effect, and we embrace with the be here and be see, then the human nature and the human emotion, it couldn't influence, it couldn't interrupt our inner being. So we can, or in other way, we using our serenity to embrace the to undesired outcome. So for karma, it won't repeat itself. So if we know how to end it, it will end for good. Really simple, right? Small praise. Is it simple? Right. The second step. Step 2. On the side of cause and effects, as a human, we can have the awareness to know and embrace. But according to cause and condition, mostly people cannot embrace the human, cannot embrace the condition. Everyone can bring that to me. Everyone can bring that problems, bring that undesired outcomes to me. But why it has to be you? Why it has to be you. Yeah. Why it has to be him? Why it has to be her? Yeah. Everyone can say that to me, but you are my son, you cannot say that to me. Can you observe that in our daily, normal environment, societies? According to the cost and condition, we are really easy to got caught up or stuck in the condition of humanity. Dính mắc là gì các cô? Yeah, attached. Thank you, Miss Song. Yes. Yeah, attached. Yes, that's the right word. Attached to nhân xưng.
Name.
Title. Yeah, title is the word. Thank you. Attached to the human title. So someone is wife, someone is mom. Whenever we say someone is wife, then our desire about that person is to do something different, to do something really specific according to our stereotype, our mindset. But we did something in but when our wife did something in a different way, then we tends to have problem with it, or with that. We have, for ourselves, we have our own standard of being okay. So how is the good dad and stuff, and then we attach that title to our dad, our father, and then we will have problems with that one. We cannot accept the condition, the fact that condition, that person brings the undesired outcomes to us. So as a human, mostly we can accept the cause and effect, the principle, but we cannot accept the cause and condition because we are attached to the title of other people. So it's easy for us to accept the cause and effect, but we cannot accept the cause and condition. We cannot accept that person, that specific person, to do something that undesired for us. So how can we completely stop this karma, this cause and effect? We have to have the awareness that if today we had to receive these certain outcomes, then if it is not this person, if it is not for this condition, it will be other person, it will be other condition comes to give us this certain outcomes. Because we have that seed, we have that cause in us. So one day we will harvest the fruit. If it weren't for this condition, it will be other condition. Through the human connection, human interaction. Because for us, our human interaction is just with specific type of person, of people, and in the end, when the karma principle is functioning, is operating, then that human that we interacting with, it will bring us with the negative effect. So if today not that person bring us the undesired outcome, in the other day, if we still have that seed in us, other people will come and give us the undesirable outcomes that we are deserve. So can you have you comprehend up to this point yet? So for the awareness side of this one, for awareness, please help the teacher with if someone has this awareness, then they start to comprehend the cause and condition principle. Is whenever we have desired outcomes in life, whenever desired outcomes comes to us, then we are aware that it comes because the good condition brings it to us. Okay. The favorable condition brings it to us. So whenever desirable outcome comes to us, whenever yes, and then we are aware that it comes because of the favorable condition, and achievement is because of others. Achievements yes. So whenever we receive a desirable outcomes, then we are aware that it's brought to us by the favorable conditions. If lacking of the favorable condition, then can the desirable outcomes come to us? So the favorable condition brings us the desired outcomes, and when the undesirable outcome comes to us, what awareness should we have? We will have the awareness that because of our own thoughts haven't been nurtured, or it not as good as it should be, and the root cause the root cause of life is from me. This is the awareness that for us to chop down to stop the undesired outcomes and start to have desired outcomes in life. I'd like to repeat. The desirable outcomes are brought to us by our favorable conditions and achievement from others. And when undesirable outcome comes, it's because of our cause. It haven't been good enough, and the source is from me. The root cause of life is from me. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was Sister Huaimei writing. Yeah. So if you guys have this awareness, teachers will be very, very appreciated, because at that very moment you guys comprehend the cause and condition principle. Achievement from others, meanings meaning that all of our achievement in our life is coming from others' contributions. And the root cause of life is, for me, is for the undesirable outcomes, because of the cost of us inside us is not as good. But when this is desired outcome comes, but if it's lack of favorable condition, then it couldn't become a desirable outcome for us. Yeah, right. If we plant a mango seed, but the soil is cement, it's concrete, then it couldn't grow a tree, right? So whenever it's undesirable outcomes. Oh, but if it was for undesirable outcomes, it coming from undesirable seed, right? So if you plant it, but it's also if it's in a good condition, it wouldn't grow. Yeah. So all we need to understand is it's because the root cause of life is from ourself, from oneself. Okay, can we read along? Desired outcomes are brought to us by favorable condition. Achievement from others. Undesirable outcomes, it's because of our cost is not good, haven't been good, and the root cause of life is from us, or from me, or from oneself. So when you comprehend this knowledge, this information, then what we do? With human, we will tolerate, right? Yeah, tolerate. For human, we will tolerate to humans or to people. I think in this case, if you use the word people, it would be, I don't know, yeah, humans fine too. Yeah, we tolerate to people, we tolerate to our human beings. That is our second step. According to you guys, if we can do this, has the cause and effect already stopped, right? To the next step is when we officially change the cause. So the third step number 3, through experiencing undesirable things in life, we receive a lot of lessons to insight and enlightenment. Yes, HT. Yeah, you did it. Yeah. And if we can receive the lessons, insight, and enlightenment, will we repeating that undesirable outcomes again when undesirable outcome comes and we couldn't embrace it, and we couldn't conclude any lessons coming from that undesired outcome? We could make that we could that undesirable outcome comes to us in the future. But whenever something comes to us that we doesn't expect it, and we can conclude a lesson from it to learn from it, or in other way is we accumulate the energy of gratitude and appreciation to for the lesson after the undesired event. We will not pay for that lesson no more, and we put it into the soil. We plant a new seed that is really good for the future. Is that comprehensible? So this is the formula to overcome sufferings in life and managing managing our cause and effects of humanity. So you comprehend this one, right? All good, guys. This formula is it easy to apply in life? In the next few days, we will receive the energy of the source. Yeah, the energy of gratitude, appreciation, tolerance, and serenity. It will be easy for us to apply this formula into our lives. It's simple for us to apply this formula. Okay. Now we are coming back into the garden of Mr. B, or the principle of, the operating principle of the subconscious mind. Yeah, operating principle of the subconscious mind. Please help me to note serenity.
Cái bóng na cô My nó có cái đèn chụp vô, nó có cái biểu tượng kỳ lạ.
Serenity stimulate knowledge. Tolerance stimulate condition, and gratitude with appreciation stimulate the outcomes. Tolerance stimulate activate. I'm sorry, activate is the right word. Tolerance activate the condition. Gratitude with appreciation activate the outcomes. And for the knowledge is the serenity that activate the knowledge. Now we will have an example about how to activate the outcomes. The day we learn about the energy of wisdom, we will learn deeply about these three energy. Whoever appreciate anything, something, do you notice that for them that something is kind of multiplied? It kind of expand, it's kind of gain. I don't know what's it's a good word for that over there. It will increase. So whoever appreciates something, it will increase in their life. If we can activate the energy sources of năng lượng của trân trọng biết ơn, gratitude and appreciation, then appropriate energy will be performed, will be expressed to people, and if we can show people how to embrace an outcome with serenity. Okay. then definitely we will receive a lesson after that outcomes. We don't need to know. We don't need to distinguish that it is good or it is a bad lessons. Okay. Whatever we appreciate, it's easy for us to increasing that once in our life, manifesting. I don't know. Bội tăng. The meanings of appreciation and gratitude is to activate the outcomes. So if we appreciate the values that knowledge has bring us, and we use this knowledge to spread, to help people, and and the more we appreciate and we gratitude toward the knowledge, then eventually through times the outcomes of the knowledge, it will be open, it will be activated, right? The outcome of knowledge will be activated. All of this we will learn in the next section, in the next few sections, when we learn about the energy of wisdom, energy of serenity, tolerance, and gratitude, appreciation, and we learn a way how to enrich our meditation. At that point, we will understand, we will comprehend, and throughoutly operating, applying this function, this principle, operating principle of the subconscious mind. All these three they are all need to be fertilized and watered with the appropriate frequency. It will stimulate the tree to give the outcome. So a person could do this is to put into a helicopter, a drone with the energy of serenity, tolerance, gratitude, with appreciation, and watering the whole garden with this energy. Then all of the desired things, it will grow, but and the undesired things, it will be get rid of. When mentioning about health, if you have full awareness about health, we have awareness and we have full awareness about marriage and human relationship. And when mentioning about finance, business, and investment, and even inner being, every of those aspects, whenever mentioned, we have awareness and we have full awareness about all of that aspects of humanity. So as soon as we accumulate the energy of serenity, tolerance, gratitude, with appreciation throughout, we can activate the outcomes of knowledge, condition, and effect. Activate the cause of knowledge to give us the outcome. Activate the cause of condition to give us the outcome, and activate the cause for the effect to give us the outcomes. For the outcome. If we watering, but it is not the same frequency with the seed, it would not give us the result of that seed. So you comprehending that one? So that is why teacher said wit is a living it's a living body, and then the life of wit is people transformation, and the food is the energy of serenity, tolerance, and gratitude appreciation. So 2 times, day by day, all of the knowledge, it will be activated. It will be, and day by day, the outcomes in the humanity life, the outcome of humanity, it will be more and more as we desire. And that is the principle, the operation principle of the subconscious mind. And what is the focal point of this principle is if we can have the balance, if we can keep our state of inner being from balance to positive, then our karma, it will prioritize. It will prioritize. What it will prioritize? It will prioritize to activate the desirable outcomes of the knowledge seed, the condition seed, and the outcome seed. So if we want to completely apply this one, we need to have